Welcome back, my friends. This is your psychologist, Ana Dina Alvarez. And today I want to share with you a message about the pandemic of our soul. And the reason I name it this way is because there were some suggestions that they wanted it to know how do we handle our lives right now with this pandemic? How can we feel safe? How can we feel better about what's going on? And I wanted it to go deeper than that. I wanted it to just not look into the COVID-19 that is going on, that we have to take care of ourselves and like put our mask on and making sure that we're doing the right steps, and some people getting vaccinations. And I want to go over a little deeper than that. And I wanted it to talk about the pandemic that we carry sometimes in our soul. And not only for 1 year or two, which is what I think is going to be for the COVID-19, but sometimes we have this pandemic in our soul for throughout our whole life. And what do I mean by that? Well, sometimes we bring traumas in that we bring since we were a child. We have pain that we go through, abuse, insults. We've been cheated on. We've been treated bad, and we bring this pandemic in our souls for years, for many years. And how do we repair this? How do you repair something that is already done? How do you repair something that's already broken? How do you find healing from all this pain that you've been through? And a lot of times we want to cover up, right? We want to cover up our body. We want to cover up so people can see that we are very happy and that nothing's going on in our lives. And we want to cover up with nice clothes and nice pictures and beautiful, gatherings and nice trips and all these things that we can have. But there is something inside of us that is eating us alive, or that is broken, and we don't know how to fix it. And there's some emptiness in our heart, and we are so hurt, and we are so in pain, and we don't know what to do. So we just have to pretend that we're okay, and we gotta always smile, right? And if you actually are smiling because you are feeling great, and you have nothing in your heart, that's, oh my God, that is so great. But I'm talking to those that carry this pain through so many years, whether it's something that happened to you in your childhood, or something that happened to you in your teenage years, or even now as an adult. We have so many things. Every time I speak to someone, and I try to not prejudge someone before I speak to them, because it's really hard for us not to prejudge someone. We always, I get when I talk to a new client, I get kind of like a resume of that person. And if I read the not a resume, but kind of like the history of their lives and what's going on, and sometimes even that can put me in the position to prejudge that person. Oh yeah, this person has so many kids, and she has like four different fathers, and you start prejudging. Oh my God, this person must be crazy, or whatever it is, without not knowing that person. So I am very careful to hold myself to prejudge someone until I speak to them, because I want to hear their story. I want to hear what's behind this whole list of things that they show on paper. And I've been so surprised when I talk to someone, and I and I hear their story, and I hear their pain and what they've been through, and what all the things that they've been abused, they've been having so many homes there, I mean, so many things that only grows empathy and love for this person instead of judging that person. So I'm here to just help you kind of look deep inside of you and see what are the things that you bring since you're a child that you are carrying with you all these years, and you haven't been happy, and you still carry this hurt and this pain and this hatred, and you think that you're doing this because you can't forgive that person, you can't forgive that person because they don't deserve it. And you know what? Maybe you're right. They don't deserve it. But I believe you deserve to be happy. So I'm going to talk to you about how do we find that healing? Okay, so let's go into very deep into the roots. If I want to share with you how we are created. Okay, as a human being, we are designed in three different parts. We are body, soul, and spirit. Some people that sees this video will agree with me and some won't, and it's okay. But I'm gonna share with you what I know, and I'm gonna share with you what has helped me as a person and what has helped many other patients that I actually giving techniques that I'm gonna give you. Okay, so once again, going back to a human is a body, but it's not just the body. You have feelings, you have emotions, you have thoughts. So it's not just the body. You have a mind. So the soul, we can see it in a microscope. A doctor cannot do an x-ray of your soul, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, because the thoughts and the feelings are also connected. They're part of the soul. So the soul has your feelings, the hate, the love, your thoughts, and your emotions. You're feeling angry, you're feeling sad, you're feeling happy. It's part of the soul. Okay? And now we have the spirit. For those that believe there's a God, well, according to scripture, God gave you that spirit. So he's the creator of you, the whole unit, which is the person. Okay. I know many people don't believe in God, and that's okay. You must believe in something else. Whatever you believe on, there must be a way for you to find that whole peace, right? Peace of mind, peace of your inside and outside, and find a balance. That's what you want to look for. But I want to share with you about the body, the soul, and the spirit. How do we feed these three parts so we can have that balance and have a peaceful and happy life? I'm not saying perfect, so make sure you're not confusing my words. Peaceful and happy life, not perfect, because we are not in a perfect world, and we are going to bump into many people that are not perfect, just like we are. We're not perfect. So, and we make mistakes. It's okay. That's part of being alive. That's part of going through this life. We make mistakes, and hopefully we can not make the same mistakes and keep growing as a person. So the body, how do we feed our body? I guess everybody knows that question. I don't have to go deep into how do you feed your body. Obviously you feed it with food, with good food, but if you want to have good health, you have to take care of yourself, right? You're not just gonna like eat once a day, and like for those that have the privilege to have food on the table, for those that have the blessings to have food on the table, well, make sure that food that you have on the table is healthy for you. It's not going to give you, make you sick or make you get gastritis or make you have high cholesterol. Well, because depending on how you eat, you can actually get a lot of diseases. So doing your own job of taking care of yourself and your body is part of being healthy. Not only you're going to eat well, but you're going to sleep well. If you don't want to feel anxious, you don't want to feel uh, depressed, well, you need to take care of your body. Okay, you need to take care of your sleep. You should be sleeping good and eating healthy and drinking a lot of water. Water is good for you. Having water, like 2 to 3 bottles of water a day, is healthy for you, and it's gonna help you not feel anxious. It has a lot to do with your mood, the way you eat. Okay, so that's, and then exercise, whether is 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, it's up to you. As long as you are covering and doing your job to take care of your body, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a healthy body. Okay, now how do we take care of our soul? Okay, I just mentioned to you that your soul is your mind, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts are part of your soul, right? So your soul, how do we do that? Well, everything that you read, everything that you hear, everything that you see, you are feeding your soul. So what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you hearing? That's going to help you heal your soul. Okay, if you are just listening to people that are just giving you a lot of negative stuff, or telling you to hate more, telling you things that are not helpful, you're letting them feed your soul. What are you reading? What kind of books are you reading? Are you reading something that is going to help you feel better and learn stuff for you to grow? Or you just, I don't know what you're reading. What are you watching on TV, or what kind of movies are you watching? Believe it or not, all that is feeding the soul. That's why I think there's a little book called that is called the Chicken Soup for the Soul, because it's a little book and talks about how you can do things to feed the soul and be peaceful. So one of the things that you need to start doing so you can heal the soul is start making different decisions, making different choices to the ones you already done so far. So how do we do that? Well, I want it. I want you to get two more options besides the one you already have. So, okay, I have this decision to make. This is how I usually take care of it. Okay, you already know how to take care of it. Now I want you to choose two more options. What other options are there for you to take care of the same situation? Think about it. I want you to think about it, write it down. Okay, I have this other option and I have this other option. And many people say, I have no options, but I will totally disagree with you. There's always options, always. You always have options. Sometimes are not something that you like or you enjoy, but there's still options. So I want you to think about it and get two more options besides the one you already usually take, and see if those two other options are any better than the ones you usually take. Because the point of healing is making different choices, making different decisions based on what you already have, based on what you already do every single day. So now you're making different choices. Now those choices will make you, or will give you, a different feeling. Okay, you would do this choice, you would do your original, the way you used to do before, and however you used to do it before would make you angry, would make you feel more hatred, will make you feel whatever negative. Now you're making this other choice, and now this other choice is giving you a different feeling. Now you're feeling more empowered. Now you're feeling more at peace. Now you're feeling happier. Now you're feeling less depressed. Now you're feeling less anxious. So being able to get stress-free. It depends on you. It doesn't depend on what's out there. It does not depend on the pandemic. It depends on how you develop the choices you have and how you process whatever is out there. And whatever's out there, that includes people, not just situations, not just the pandemic. It includes people because we're always connected with people. So what they do, you cannot control. How they react, you cannot control. But you can think about, how am I going to take that information in here? And how am I going to process it? And now, how am I going to act upon this option, about this information? Based on that, then you move on. Because the healing does not depend on other people. The healing inside your soul depends on you. You cannot go on thinking that you are going through so much pain and still pointing out other people. And I'm not saying they didn't do what they did. I agree that they did. But see, you cannot keep giving them that power to have you in chains. Because if you keep having whatever they did, whether it was a year ago, a month ago, an hour ago, 2 years ago, 20 years, it doesn't matter, and you still have those chains tied on you, you are giving them the power to keep you bitter, to keep you unhappy, to keep you in pain. And I think whatever they did was enough already, and that you had to let go. And you might say, oh, it's easy for you to say because you don't know what I went through. But guess what? I've been through a lot. I'm not going to share what I've been through because you know what? I dealt with it and I don't want to carry that with me anymore. I want to let it go because I want to be happy. They don't deserve to be forgiven. They don't deserve for me to have connection with them, and I won't have connection with them. But the forgiveness is for me. It's not for them. The forgiveness, healing is for me. And guess what? I love myself. And I want to take care of myself. And I want to be happy. So I'm going to let go because they don't deserve my time and they don't deserve my mind and they don't deserve anything from me. So I'm not going to let them be part of me anymore. And I just really hope you can make that change. Because this is going to help you. This is not going to help them. This is just going to heal your soul. Okay? You know how to take care of your body. But this is the way you take care of your soul. You let go of the abuse. You let go of the trauma. You let go of those insults. And you let them go. Because you deserve to be healed. And you deserve to be happy. And guess what? Now we move to spirit. And if you believe there's a God, guess what? Once you believe there is a God and He's going to help you and He's going to help you heal, once you let this go, because guess what? He's not going to help you heal if you don't want to let go. You cannot tell God, please take this pain from me, and you're holding the pain, and please take it. He won't take the pain. You have to give it to Him. And you have to say, here, I don't want this anymore. And then He'll take it. But God is a gentleman. He's not going to take anything from you. You cannot ask God, please take this pain from me. Please take this hatred from me. Please take this. He won't take it because you're holding it too tight. You have to let it go. Once you let it go and say, God, you know what? This pain, I'll let it out. Here it is. I don't want it. Please take it. I promise you, He will take it. And you know why I know that? Because I did it. I did it in the past. I gave it to Him. I just let it on His feet and say, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to feel this pain. I don't want to feel this hurt. I don't want to feel this hatred. I don't want to feel all this stuff because it's trash. And the trash goes in the trash can. It does not go in my soul because I want to be happy and I think I deserve it. I deserve to be happy. But it depends on what I want to let go and what I want to keep. And I just want to keep the good things. I just want to keep the good things of each person that goes through my life. I want to keep the good things, not the bad ones. The bad ones, I'll let it go. Why? Because they're not good for me. Okay? So that's how you start healing your soul. You letting go, letting go, letting go. And you make a decision. And once you make that decision, you stick with that decision, no matter what. And if those thoughts and those flashbacks come back, you say, yes, I know that happened, but I already decided to let go and I'm letting it go. And you keep doing that until they don't come back anymore. Because once you're healed, even if they, if you have to talk about it later on, it's not going to hurt anymore because it's already healed. The spirit, how do we feed the spirit? Well, if you believe in God, you heal the spirit by connecting with him. How do we connect with him? You talk to him. Like I'm talking to you right now. You talk to him and you believe he's there and you believe that he's a creator and you talk to him like he's your best friend, like he is your father because he is your father. If you believe in God, he is your father. So you talk to him and you say, God, I'm letting this go. Thank you. Like, help me, guide me. And he will give you what you cannot do on your own. And you look for him. How do we feed the spirit? Well, you talk to him. You're connecting. You're working on that relationship. You're reading the scripture at least once, one paragraph a day. You're reading. You can read it on the scripture. You can read it on the phone. And just read it, and that's going to heal you, and that you're feeding your spirit now. So now you already know how to feed your body, your soul, and your spirit. Okay? Now the pandemic that you really have to worry about is healed. So that pandemic out there, guess what? You're even going to be protected out of that. Yeah, you're gonna be precautious because you're taking care of your body, right? You're using your mask and you do whatever you can. But see, you're gonna be at peace because you're gonna say, you know what? I'm doing what I have to do, and God is doing the rest, so I'm good. That's how you go by healing what's inside of you, healing that pandemic that has been in your life for many years. I hope this message and this video can give you a little light at the end of the tunnel and that you can put into practice what I share with you. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in my next video. This is your psychologist, Ana Dina Alvarez. Thank you. Bye-bye.